webinar session. Okay, fine. Now, coming to Hunger Monks, I just can I just want to explain what is Hunger Monks, why this brand has come, why we have designed this brand, what is the USP of it, and what is the investment model, and what returns we would give. Okay. Hunger Monks is a brand we have designed in such a way that for example, in food industry, if you want to eat pizza, you need to go to exclusive pizza outlets. Okay. If you want to to have any milkshakes, mocktails, we need to go any of liquid exclusive lassi shops or mocktail shops. We need to visit that particular shop. So with the family we cannot roam around different outlets. Okay, so in Hunger Monks we serve all this in under one single roof. Now all we have covered, many of a diversified menu we have where we'll be serving pizzas, burgers, sandwich, lassis, mocktails, waffles, momos, smoothies, kulfis, ice creams, brownies, garlic breads. So we have bought all in under one single roof. And talking about the menu card and its background, every item of our menu card has its own recipe style. For example, we call it as SOP. Every product what we prepare, it has its own SOP. For example, if I want to prepare a lassi will have SOP. That is how the kitchen or a employee should see SOP and do the things. It's not like whatever you want, he cannot do it. For example, preparing a lassi, SOP will say that add 100 milliliter of milk, add some part of curd, and add 50 grams of fresh cream. So based on the directions, my kitchen staff will be working. So we have a predefined SOP list so that pan India we want to maintain a common taste. We don't want a different taste to be given in different outlets. For example, a outlet in Ahmedabad will be giving an awesome taste, and outlet in Jaipur will not that extent. Will not reach extent. So what we have done is we want to maintain our standards. So that is the reason we have done SOP standards for all entire menu card for each and every single product. So all my Hunger Monks outlet, wherever it is, any part of the corner of India, it should give the same taste. It will only give when we have a proper set of SOPs, the proper set of guidelines when we are maintaining. Then only we can reach that level. So this is what we are. We already have a proper SOP list for every single product of our menu card. Can you just scroll up?
Hello.
Can you just scroll up? Slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a small true story where a family, for example, entire family will go for an outing for to have something in the evening. So what happens, every all a part of the family, every family will have different, someone will tell I need pizza, someone will tell I need burgers, someone will ask I need milkshakes. So to overcome all this, roaming everything, a family can walk in and fulfill all the requirements of the entire family members. The best restaurant would be Hunger Monks. In Hunger Monks, we have said all this. Like as I already told you, we have spread we are serving sandwiches, burgers, nuggets, soups, kulfis, tiffins, waffles, ice creams, different fries, salads, soups, many more. That is the only reason we have designed Hunger Monks. Uh, any customer walks in any of our Hunger Monks outlets, and he cannot he cannot say we doesn't have this. We have everything, and every item has a standard way. As I told you, it has its unique way of preparation. So that is what we are. Next slide. This is a small explanation about the founder. What was he doing before, why he has come into food industry. This is a small explanation about the founder details. Next slide. Yes, why Hunger Monks? There are many brands in the market. Why should we choose Hunger Monks? Being a franchisee, being investor, why should we choose Hunger Monks? Yes, I'll tell you why should we choose Hunger Monks. So first of all, we are tested business model. For example, why tested is like the most of the food industry have become no what I shouldn't I cannot tell this flap because uh, they would have faced two challenges: one with the taste, other with the kitchen crew, like employees, staff. Okay, so these two problems we have planned in such a way that For example, when I'm talking about point number one, taste, because if we don't give proper taste, 100% outlet will not run good. So what we have planned for giving taste is, as I already told you, we have a standard SOP for every single product. Every single product of our Hunger Monks has SOP. So when on the product the R&D team will work on that. Every single product, creation of recipes, all those things. The backend R&D team will work on that, and they will, test many a times. Will this combination will give me proper taste or not? We have many a trials, everything. Then finally we have designed our SOP. So when we are following the standard SOP, obviously we can give proper taste to customers. Okay, so this is how we have planned for overcoming this problem. And problem number two is staff. Staff will be a big problem in any food industry. We cannot promise that he'll be today, tomorrow he'll be there or not with us. So what we have planned is, like, every company is responsible for providing a trained staff to outlets. Wherever you're opening your outlets, based on your region, locality, and language, we plan staff accordingly, and we will be training them and we'll be sending to your location. Okay, the staff will be there for as a company on roll employees. For example, if I'm giving a proper benefits to my staff, he'll not go anywhere. For example, if you want something, if you want to take a leave, he'll let me know before a month. If you want to leave a job, he'll let me know before a month. Sir, मैं काम छोड़ रहा हूँ next month. So there will be 1 month notice period for every single staff. That, and because we would have collected all the documentations as a written agreements. Like, if you are going out of our organization, you should at least tell 1 month before. Then only we can. Meanwhile, at least we'll create a backup in the outlet. So that is how we have planned for, to overcome these two problems, like taste and staff. So employees, we will be giving a trained staff to outlets. All my outlets will have my, Hunger Monks employees, where they are trained in such a way that they can manage your kitchen, they can manage your marketing strategies, they can, do billing stuff, they can handle customers. So this is how we have our own plan. We have training people, we have trained them, and we'll be sending to your outlets, respective outlets. Okay, coming to margins, not only Hunger Monks, any food industry you take, if you're giving a proper taste, and if you're managing well, if you're well managing, then margins will be 35 to 40% in any of the food industry. Only thing is, that should be a proper taste, and there should be a proper awareness of the brand in the local areas. And we have our set of standard operating procedures. As I'm telling you, we have our own SOPs in everything. That is how we know everyone to be followed. Even, talking about the training, we will give 15 days training for franchisee as well, because he should also understand, basic things like how business works, what is lassis, how it is prepared, what is pizzas, how it is prepared, what is burgers, how it is prepared. So we give basic training to franchisee as well, how to do billings, what are the different strategies used in marketing, how should you plan your marketing stuff, what are the offers you should give, what will benefit you more. So we give basic training for a franchisee as well. And we have also a high standards supply chain system. For example, if I want some, premixes from my company, we have a, a proper channel of logistics, because my third party vendor, who supports us for kitchen things, they are already there in pan India. They are major distributors for many of the brands at the back end. So we have a proper channel of, doing logistics from our local area to any of your place. Okay. And coming to vendors, for example, what example I can take? For example, I'll take pizza. If we are preparing a pizza, we have a set of brands, like which brand we should use for ketchups, which brand we should use for sausages, which brand we should use for cheese. We have predefined brands. So we will be locally, making you tie up with the different, list of our brands. We'll help you in that. The company will take responsibility of, finding the brands and making you tie up for regular, stock or inventory. That company will take care. Next slide. This is the entire menu card, how we have designed our menu card. This is a sample menu card in the brochure, but we have a standard menu card in the outlets. If anyone is interested, you can, get in touch with me. I'll send you the standard menu cards, and, standard way of working style, and our standard outlet features. Okay. We have, different, like lassi, soup, sandwich, nuggets, lassis. Next page. We have milkshakes, we have mocktails, we have corn, we have detox, we have kulfis. Just keep going. Next slide. Again, waffles, momos, ice creams, caffeines. Next slide. Hot and cold. Hot and cold is nothing but your green tea, ginger tea, lemon teas, all those things. And we have smoothies, faludas, fries, pastas, coco nusipura, frankies. Next slide. Yeah, I think in this slide we have missed pizzas and burgers. We have in standard menu card we have pizzas and burgers as well. I'll send you. Burgers, pizzas, both are there. Because of the space issue, we haven't added. Okay, and coming to the model, what model we have? We are starting from a takeaway model. For example, if investor has any of his own property or rented property in malls or commercial complex where there will be only kitchen and the common sitting area, so that would go as 100 square feet to 150 square feet. Okay. For example, if investor is looking for a bigger outlet where he can have his standalone building, standalone outlet with proper dining area and kitchen, we can go ahead that also. We have the minimum space required would be 300 to 600 square feet for dining area. If you're looking bigger than 600, there will be a restaurant called a big 1,000 restaurants where we can also add some more things in the restaurants. If you're going for a bigger space, we'll modify the menu and we'll add more and more items to nullify that. For example, if I'm taking a big 1,000 SFT, yeah, I can add also some extra Chinese items as well in that. We can add different type of South Indian dishes. We can add our local cultural dishes. We can add all those things in that. The model goes as kiosk model, dining and restaurants. We have three different models. Only thing is investment only changes based on your square feet. If a bigger square feet, then my expense will increase for interiors. So that's the only issue. Apart from that, everything remains same. We're talking about franchisee fee, we charge 3 lakhs franchisee fee for five years of agreement, where for 5 years we will be giving entire support regarding to your recipes, regarding your menu card upgradation, regarding your trainings, regarding your staff or backing up the staff, giving you trained staff, all those things. And coming to equipment, others, it will cost you somewhere around 4 to 7 lakhs, which covers all the equipments, your 100 square feet kitchen area setup, and total investment would cost you 8 to 10 lakhs for entire franchisee model. Again we have explained why Hunger Monks. Low investment, high returns, carefully selected vendors, continuous training operations, lifetime training support, transparent in billing and pricings. Coming to talking about the billing and pricing, yes, we have a proper our own billings vendor whom we have tied up. He'll give access to you to the company and the person who is doing a billing. So we can sit in our homes and see what sales we are doing in our outlets. For example, if I am out of station for 2 days, I need not to call my kitchen guy and ask kitna hua sale, kya hua, kuch nahi. So we can directly log into our billing system. We'll have that access. Next slide. Yes. Hunger Monks again. So I'll explain what marketing we do, what are different types of tie-ups we do, what support you will get from the company if you're tied up. I'll explain all those things. Coming to marketing stuff, no, we have two different marketing. That is local marketing and social media marketing. And next, high level marketing is like social media marketing. Social media marketing, once you're done with your locations, everything is done. So we start promoting your location in all the social media pages. That Hunger Monks is coming in Ahmedabad in particular location, in Lucknow particular location. So we'll do mapping and we'll create separate hashtags for your locations. So before opening the outlet, okay, this is what high level marketing we do. That will be everyday process. Coming to local marketing, for example, everything is done. We have started our outlets. We have started our backend process. Everything. We have planned opening outlet on April 1st. Example, we have planned opening our outlet opening on April 1st. So local marketing team, what they'll does is they'll be if you're planning on April 1st, from March 28th, they'll start doing local marketing in the location surroundings. For example, my location is in some particular location. My outlet is in particular location. So within that 3 kilometers to 4 kilometers radius, my marketing team will start doing marketing, telling everyone that we are coming. Hunger Monks is opening on April 1st with so and so offers, and many more things. So we make awareness to all the surroundings within 3 to 4 kilometers, that telling that Hunger Monks we are coming, Hunger Monks we are coming in this location. We have a grand opening, fixed on this April 1st. So this local marketing, because local marketing plays a vital role. Uh, for example, without doing marketing, if you're just opening your outlet and keeping calm, then there doesn't make any sense of opening an outlet. So we should always more focus on local marketing, distributing flyers, putting a small hoardings here and there, only within our surroundings. For example, 3 to 4 kilometers. This is what marketing we do. And coming to tie-ups, all the tie-ups we do, we have a national tie-up with Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon Foods, Paytm, Magic Pin, and whoever there in your local, local, what you call delivery partners, we'll tie up with them. We'll talk to them and we'll make tie up for you. No investor need not go anywhere around and find the where is Swiggy office, whom should I talk for tie up, what documentation should I give. You no need to worry about that. We have a standard way of processing, documentations, collecting documentation, sending it to Swiggy team. They'll make it live. Zomato works the same. Amazon Foods also it will work the same. So we take care of all the tie-ups. We need not to worry about that. And coming to the, as I already told in my previous slide, selected vendors. Vendors in the sense we have a proper list of brands. For example, if I want to prepare a pizza, as I already told you, which brand should I use for sausages? Which brand should I use for ketchup? Which brand of atta should I use? Those brands and distributors, company will take responsibility of tying up with you, tying up for you before the opening outlet. Okay. So any tie-ups, any findings, company will take care. Once you open your outlet, we'll transfer all the knowledge to you and we'll come back. We'll give all the details. For example, for next month, what you should order, with whom should you order. We'll give all the contact details and everything, and we'll hand it over to franchisee and other staff. We'll share all the knowledge to staff and franchises. And coming to marketing, I have done. Tie-ups I have done. And coming to investment model, yes. So you can ask me questions like you have told us 8 to 10 lakhs. Can you just bifurcate what are investments you do, what you purchase out of that? Okay. So in 8 to 10 lakhs, we collect franchise fee of 3 lakhs. Apart from the rest of 6 to 7 lakhs, what amount is that? Every single rupee what you spend, it will be from you to vendors. We will tell you different vendors. For example, buy a sandwich grill from this person, it will be directly routed from you to a vendor, sandwich grill vendor or pizza oven machine. All this it will be routed directly to you because investors should know where he is spending. We cannot just directly take 10 lakhs from you and at the one fine day investor we should not think that 10 lakhs we have given all this cost really 10 lakhs. We should not, that confusion should not create in investor mind. So what we do, we will be very transparency and we'll directly link you and your vendors. We will guide you where to purchase, what to purchase. You directly purchase from him. This is how we follow. We are very transparent in this. And coming to staff support, yes, we give any sort of backups. We give all the trainings. We give all the recipes to you for till our agreement exists. We have a standard agreement of 5 years. After 5 years, again it is renewable. We have all the proper standards. We'll follow as per that. And coming to Hunger Monks, we are there in Bangalore. 3 outlets we have. One in Gopalan Mall, other is Kormangala, yet to open within 1 week at a couple of days, and one is in Marthalli. Apart from this, we are opening in Bhubaneswar one, that is to franchise apply itself. Thanks for the franchise apply team. And we are coming up in Gulbarga. We are coming up in Hyderabad. We are coming up in Lucknow because Lucknow we had last month show from franchise apply. So we are coming up in Lucknow and Kanpur. That is yet to sign, but it is confirmed deal. We are signing in Lucknow and Kanpur as well. So we are expanding pan India now. Any sort of issues, anything, company will take care. And we have all the written, everything. What I'm telling is all the written document. We have standard agreements where what support we give to you, what company does, what franchisee should do. Everything is written document. That's it. I think Ashok sir, you want something else?